How to make fireless cooker and grade 5 project from improvised materials. Welcome, and kindly remember to subscribe and share widely. So we are going to require the obvious things that we find in our households. Some clothes that we no longer use, that has become too small for us, or we no longer use them, and as a sufuria to help us make the right fireless cooker. So let's get started. So the first thing, I want to sort these clothes so that we can leave. Like this one, it looks flowery. I put it aside so that it will be good to beautify our fireless cooker. So I want to arrange such that, okay, remember this plastic container is a poor conductor of heat, clothes are poor conductor of heat, and therefore it's important to have such materials that are poor conductor of heat so that they will be able to conserve the heat of the food that we are going to cook without fire. So I'm just arranging them in such a way that there will be some clothes on the bottom and on the sides of the container and on the outside of the container, so that if the temperature outside the container is too cold, the container will not get some cold temperatures and make our food cold. I will also ensure that the inside of the container is super warm so that we can conserve the heat that the food will be having, so that either it can be kept warm for a longer period of time and it can also continue cooking, because we put pre-cooked food here so that it can continue cooking, or already cooked food so that we can keep it warm. So this is the science behind that, the reason as to why we are using plastic and clothes. Remember, I have said that they are poor conductor of heat. So you can see I'm trying to fit the sufuria that we have so that I don't put too much of it and then the sufuria doesn't fit. Again, I am also struggling to ensure that it is tight so that we can conserve that heat and that it will continue cooking. So this is the obvious thing. So this material, because is very colorful, I want it to be on the outside of the fireless cooker. Again, I want to put these clothes in place so that we can be in the right position, so that after we are done, we will have a smart fireless cooker. So that one is going to help us decorate our cooker for our project. So I'm sure these are the things that we need. Apart from what I have mentioned, we may also need thread, we may need scissors, you can work with laser blades or knife, depending with the kind of clothes that you have. So I want to decorate the outside, and remember I have said that the outside should also be kept warm so that we can completely preserve the heat of the food that we are going to cook in this cooker. So I'm putting everything in place. I'm still I'm still trying to decorate my cooker. You can see the sufuria is fitting very well. So actually we are done with this Fireless cooker. The only remaining part is how it works. As you can see, I am really trying to ensure that everything is okay, and we are done. If you look at it, everything is as planned. Now the next step now is we want now to make the lid so that the sufuria containing food that you are going to cook is completely covered by materials that are poor conductors of heat from top to bottom and sides. So right now I want to make the lid, so, and I want also to use the same material to decorate it so that it will look fantastic. I'm trying to fit. Okay, super fine. So it's fitting very well. I think we can proceed now sewing our lid to put it in place. Yeah. To do this, of course, you need needle, you need thread, you need scissors. There we go, there we go. Ta-da! Very well, very compactable. See my fireless cooker. Look how wonderful it is. Beautiful, very uniform. Bottom, side, and top. Super. Now we are going to see how it works. Look at that, and you can cover very well. So I want us we go to the kitchen and boil some rice. Come with me. We go and cook. So boil water, put rice. Okay. You can take your kitchen stick, stir, let it boil a little. Actually, it's like you are warming water. We don't need a lot of water because remember, this is a fireless cooker. Once it boils, don't even waste a lot of time. Grab that sufuria and put it in your fireless cooker. Yeah, let's do that. Look at that. We are going to put in our fireless cooker. Nice. The next thing that we are going to do is cover our rice. Yeah, and now cover the cooker to ensure there is no single amount of heat is lost. And then now you just wait for 3 to 4 hours and your rice will have been cooked and kept warm. Enjoy your food. Bye, and let's interact in the comment section.